Today on Morris Money, we're talking about an undervalued SPAC that's down 72% in the past year since its official listing and why it could be a great time to buy and hold it for the rest of 2022. All this coming up on Morris Money. Hello, welcome to Morris Money, where we give you stock tips in under 5 minutes. I'm your host, Morris Willie. Today, I'm discussing this Real Money article written by Jonathan Heller and why he thinks that restaurant chain BurgerFi, ticker symbol BFI, could be a surprise top stock pick for the rest of 2022. I've been fascinated by most of the recent busted IPO companies that went public, only to see their stock prices plummet and the growth crowds shun them. Among these names, one was recently voted USA Today's Reader's Choice Best Fast Casual Restaurant for 2022. I finally took a position in BurgerFi BFI last week at $4.21 per share, with the belief that it could be a good value at these prices and perhaps the markets have been too pessimistic. Headquartered in North Palm Beach, Florida, 120 BurgerFi locations, not including its recent acquisition, is attempting to differentiate itself from the plethora of other burger joints by serving all-natural Angus and American Wagyu beef. It's not cheap. A cheeseburger will set you back $9. A burger with a Wagyu and brisket blend called the CEO is just over $11. But what is cheap these days? And the ultimate question is whether the consumer will pay up for quality in this inflationary environment. The company picked an interesting time to go public in the middle of a pandemic, and this is far from a layup. It is about as speculative as I get, and it's taken a while to pull the trigger. I was intrigued near year-end when BurgerFi was trading around $7, but it took another 40% drop to entice me into making a move. After being acquired by SPAC, Special Acquisition Company, OPES Acquisitions, BFI went public in December 2020 and closing its first day of trading at $15.70. The following March, the stock got a small bump upon announcement that Martha Stewart was joining the board. In June, BFI joined the Russell Microcap Index. However, in terms of the stock price, it's pretty much been all downhill. At the time of writing, the shares closed at $4.33 and are down 72% over the past year and 31% year to date. This past November, BFI acquired Anthony's Coal-Fired Pizza and Wings, a chain with 61 locations in 8 states, for $156.6 million. This deal included $53 million in non-convertible redeemable preferred stock, $28 million in common stock, and the assumption of $75.6 million in debt. While we have yet to see a post-acquisition balance sheet, we do know that shares outstanding increased from 17.898 million to 21.263 million after the deal closed. I am estimating that the current enterprise value, including the acquisition, should be in the $200 million range. When it made the acquisition, BFI expected that Anthony's would be accretive to earnings in 2022. And since BFI is covered by one analyst, there's simply not a great deal of information and not much reporting. Back in January, the company did initiate guidance for fiscal year 2022, suggesting revenue in the $180 to $190 million range and an adjusted EBITDA of between $12 million and $14 million. It expected to open 15 to 20 new locations franchised this year. The company should be reporting fourth quarter earnings soon, which they have since writing this article. Is BFI a $15 stock, a $4 stock, somewhere in the middle, or even worth zero? Time will tell, but for me, this is a dumpster dive looking for a potential treasure where markets only see trash. Let me know what you think below about BurgerFi. I've had their food once or twice, and it's actually pretty good. In my opinion, it's a public company on the caliber of Five Guys, so potentially investing in the next Five Guys is quite interesting. But let me know what you think below, and since they've reported fourth quarter earnings, I will definitely have to make a video on that too, discussing the company's earnings. Please don't take this video as financial advice, and thank you for watching Morris Money.